Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 1,500-point battle between my Dark Angels and Eric's Cadians. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Cadians and the Dark Angels were working together on this planet to fight back a Traitor Astartes force, so a Chaos Space Marine force. And they were working together, and they had successfully purged the planet of the Chaos Space Marine force, but there were fallen among the members of the Chaos Space Marines that they had taken out. And Azrael decided that it was too much of a risk to allow allow these guard to remain, with the possibility that they had interactions with the Fallen and the Astra involved in their as part of their force. He was afraid that they may have seen some things that they shouldn't have seen. So Azrael made the decision to turn and try to expunge the guardsmen from the planet in order to prevent him. So he had the battle barge above block all communications, and they turned their guns on them. So that's the story that we've got going on here. We're going to be playing a Maelstrom mission. Just going to be doing the basic Maelstrom mission, so drawing 3 cards and going from there. But before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out today.
So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, I have Azrael and a Primaris Lieutenant with a Mastercrafted Auto Bolt Rifle. We have 2 5-man scout squads with camo cloaks and sniper rifles. We have a 5-man scout squad with bolters. We have 2 5-man tactical squads with a melta-gun and a heavy bolter. We have a land speeder with a heavy flamer and an assault cannon. We have 2 Razorbacks with twin assault cannons and storm bolters. We have a 5-man Devastator squad with 4 grav cannons. And last but not least, we have 2 Mortis Pattern Dreadnoughts with 2 twin las cannons each. And then for the Imperial Guard, he'll be running a battalion and a vanguard detachment. He'll be running the Cadian regiment. Leading off the battalion detachment here, we have a Lord Commissar with a bolter and a power sword, and a company commander with a bolt gun, a power sword, and Kurov's Aquila. We have 2 20-man conscript squads. We have a 10-man infantry squad with a plasma gun. The sergeant has a bolt gun, and there's a Griffon pattern Chimera with twin heavy bolter and heavy flamer. Then for the vanguard detachment, we have a Leman Russ executioner with plasma sponsons and a las cannon. We have an 8-man Crusader squad and a Griffon pattern Chimera. We have a Tech Priest Engine Seer. We have 2 Astropaths with las pistols and a Ministorm Priest with an autogun. And last but not least, we have a Leman Russ squadron here with a Leman Russ executioner with plasma sponsons and a las cannon, a regular battle tank with a heavy bolter and plasma sponsons, and a Punisher with heavy bolter sponsons and a las cannon. All right, so those are the 2 armies going over deployment here. I've got one of my Razorbacks over here with the Devastator squad inside. I've got my land speeder. I've got a 5-man scout squad over here with the camo cloaks and sniper rifles. I've got the 5-man tactical squad with the heavy bolter in here. I've got the 2 Mortis Pattern Dreadnoughts. I've got my lieutenant and Azrael back here. I've got the 5-man scout squad with the bolters inside of there. 5-man scout squad with the sniper rifles and camo cloaks over here, and the other Razorback with the Melta guy and the tactical squad in here. Going over deployment for the guard, we've got one of his chimeras over there with the infantry squad, one of the Astropaths, and a company commander inside of it. We've got a squad of the first squad of conscripts in the front there doing their job as a picket line. We've got his Leman Russ's squadron there. Pask is back inside the building back there. Can't really see him, but he's back there, I promise. We've got the other Chimera over here. Inside of there are the Crusaders, the Priest, and the other Astropath. Oh, in the back is the Tech Priest Engine Seer. And then over here we have the other squad of conscripts, and behind the building over here, hiding from my snipers, is his Commissar. So that is it for the deployment there. As of right now, the guard are going to be going first, unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. Show me that fill face. No, don't get the fill face. So we will come back to you with the cards drawn for the guard here on turn 1. All right, so my opponent drew Psychological Warfare, Kingslayer, and Master of the Warp. We'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, so going over movement phase here for the Astra Militarum. His conscripts moved up over here.
this advanced up over this way. These guys just moved or advanced. They also advanced. The conscripts are advancing up. All of these guys stood still. They stood still, but inside. But his astropath got out and moved over there into cover. And that is it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so psychic phase, his astropath is going to cast Night Shroud onto his conscripts up here. So looking for a 6, getting it with an 11. Oof, I'm glad that was not smite. All right, so now at the beginning of the shooting phase, he spent the 1 command point to give that vehicle mobile command vehicle, so that then he rolled and he got it back because he has the whatchamacallit. No, that's the one for me, right? It's warlord his warlord trait allows him to on a 5 up, he gets his command points back. So he got it back. So he's then going to He's going to command his conscripts move. So they need to roll a 4 up, right? Isn't it? Correct. So 4 up. No, with a 3. So he does not go off because of them being conscripts. And then Knight Commander Pask is going to give the order, pound them to dust to both of these guys on the left here. So what do we want to start out? We want to start with, which guy do you want to start with first to shoot?
I'll start with this one.
He's going to start with the regular guy. Who's he going to shoot at?
He is going to fire heavy bolter on those scouts.
All right, heavy bolter into my scouts.
And then he's going to fire everything
else onto this mortar spattering dreadnought here. So let's do the heavy bolters first. Looking for 4s, right?
And a stubber. Stormbolter.
And a Stormbolter into them. So we've got hitting on 4s, that's 2 hits. Strength 5, wounded on 3s. Got no wounds. Stormbolter hitting on 4s, no, nothing there. So the plasma cannons, do these get to reroll? D3, did these get to reroll because of the that order?
Still, yeah. No, because I hold still. No, the order only is the main gun.
Oh, the order's only the main gun. All right, so they get 2 shots here. So he was going to be supercharged, and he misses both of them. All right, the main gun is going to have 1 shot, but he's going to re-roll because of pound them to dust with 2 shots. So hitting on 4s. So that is 1 hit. Strength 8, toughness, so looking for 3. That is a wound. AP
2, -2.
AP -2, so he's within range of Azrael there, so he's got a 4-up invul save. And he's good with a fill phase. Woo! All right, now the second shot with grinding advance, because he moved less than half, is 6 shots. That's much better. Do you want to re-roll that? You can with your stratagem, with the order there. Hitting on 4s, so we got 2. Re-roll 1s because of Knight Commander Pask.
Nope, because of Cadian.
Oh, just because of Cadian. Oh, brutal. All right, so we've got 3 hits. Strength 8, so wound on 3s. We've got 3 wounds with 6s. Oh, brutal. 3 wounds. We've got 3 4-ups because of Azrael there. And I make 1 of them. 2d3. So, 6 damage. Brutal. All right, so now we're going to go to his second guy, his other guy there, the Punisher. So he's going to fire heavy bolters into these guys. He's going to fire las cannon and executioner into this guy, or into this guy?
No.
Oh, no.
Las
cannon and plasma cannon here. Executioner and plasma cannon over here. So we're going to go with the heavy bolters first into these guys. 3 shots, right?
No, it's a stubber.
Oh, the stubber. I'm sorry, Stormbolter. Sorry, I was thinking.
Reroll
1s. All right, so that's 1 hit. That is not a wound. Plasma cannon onto the. This is the one onto 3 shots onto the. This is the one onto the one on the right, the wounded one. All right, overcharge. So that's 2 hits. Strength 8. So wounded on 3s. We got 1 wound. 1 4-up save because of Azrael. No, I'm going to spend a command point on that. No, still miss it. D3. Oh yeah, his
2 damage.
Here's
because you spent a command point.
Because command point, he gains back. So he gains a command point, and I lose a guy. Does he explode? Oh no. Oh no. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so here we go. D3 mortal wounds onto my guy there. 2 mortal wounds onto Azrael. 2 mortal wounds. He's got his warlord trait. Looking for 6s for this. Nope, both go through. Onto my lieutenant there. Is 1 mortal wound, and then onto the squad over there. 3 mortal wounds. Brutal. And now the plasma cannon onto this guy here. So we got 2 shots. Overcharging, hitting on 4s. That is a 1 hit. Strength 8, wounded on to 3. That is a wound. 4-up invul save. He's good. Woo! And now the executioner So that's 5 shots. Do you want to re-roll that if you want? All right, so that is going to be 3 hits. Strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. That's 2 wounds. 2 4-up invul saves. Make one of them. So that's 2 damage onto him. And now the second shot, because of grinded advance, 2 shots. He's going to re-roll that because of the order to 3. It did work, so. Hitting on force, that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound. 1.
I'm going to.
He's going to spend a command point to re-roll that. That's a wound.
And do I lose the command point?
And does he lose the command point?
I don't.
No, he does not. He keeps it. Oh man, it's getting brutal. All right, so here comes the 2 4-ups. Failed one of them, so that's another 2 wounds. All right, now onto his third Lehman Russ there. He's going to fire the Punisher Cannon. Oh, no, the Las Cannon and the Heavy Bolters into him, and then the Punisher Cannon into these guys here. So we're going to go with, which is this?
Heavy Bolters.
Heavy Bolters first, hitting on 4s.
Reroll 1s.
Rerolling 1s. There's another one right there. All right, so that is 1 hit. Strength 5, looking for a 5. No wound. Last cannon hit on a 4. No hit. And now the Punisher Cannon is going to fire into my scouts over here. 20 shots, hitting on 4s. We'll come back to you with that. All right, and now he is going to be re-rolling the 1s. All right, got a couple more hits there. Get that out for you. All right, these are now going to be strength, what is this? Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. What's the AP on that?
Nothing.
AP nothing, so 6 3-ups.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And I failed 2 of them. And now grinding advance, shooting into him again, hitting on 4s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. Rerolling because 1s because of Cadian, and then now these are going to be wounding on strength 5. You said, right?
Yep. 3s.
So wounding on 3s. Alrighty. Wow, and then there's a 2. So we got a lot there. So we got, what is that? 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 wounds. So we got 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 9 3-ups. And I failed 2 of them. And now these conscripts are going to shoot into my sniper scouts over here. So we've got 20 shots, hitting on 5s. All right, we'll come back. So we got 2, 3 hits. All right. Strength 3.
Wounds.
No wounds. Womp womp. Now this Chimera is going to shoot his twin heavy bolter into my scouts over here. So we got 6 shots, hitting on 4s. All right. So we got all but 1. Strength 5, wounding on 3s. All right. So we got 4 wounds. 4 2-up saves. Oh no, AP -1, so 4 3-up saves. And I'll make them all. Woo! All right, so Pask inside the building over there is going to fire his las cannon and his main cannon into my Razorback here, and then the 2 plasma cannons are going into my sniper scouts over here. So we're going to go with the 2. What is this one?
Plasma cannons?
2 plasma cannons. So D3 each. So 3, 4, 5. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Oh, 2s because of Pask. Alrighty, those are all hits. Strength 7, right?
Strength 8.
Oh, strength 8.
Overcharge, just so I get those 2s. All but 1.
All but 1. So that is 4 wounds.
-3.
4 -3. So looking for 5-up saves because of the camo cloaks. And I make one of them. Last cannon into him. Oh, no hit, but re-rolling 1 because of Cadian. That is a hit. So wounded on a 3. No wound. You already spent the command point on that. All right, here comes the main gun. So 6 shots. Pretty brutal. Hitting on 2s. Re-rolling 1 because of... and he takes a mortal wound because of it being hot. So that is now 5 hits. What is it? 3s to wound. Strength 8, so that is 4 wounds. AP -3. So 4 6-up saves. Show me them fill faces. Nope, not getting any fill face. So that is 8 wounds, right? Onto him. Yep. Boom. And now grinding advance. 6 shots again. Brutal. Alrighty. So all hits. Wounding on 3s. All right. All but 1. So that is 5 6-ups. Nope. Making one of them, but that's not enough to save him. So does he explode? No, he does not. So we'll disembark the guys and see what happens. All right, that's where they ended up. Do any of them die? No, none of them die. I'll take that. All right, so that is it for the shooting. There's not going to be any assaults. So going over morale test, this 5-man squad here lost 3 guys, so 3 plus 2 is good. He lost 4 of his guys, so 4 plus 4 is 8. He's good because he's the sergeant. And then these guys lost 3 guys. Plus 6 is 9. They would run, but re-rolling because of and they shall know no rules. 3, they're good. So that is it for the Astra Militarum turn here on turn 1. What cards? What did you score? You scored just Master of the Warp. Because I passed all of my my morale test, which is great. Are you going to get rid of any of your cards?
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of psychological.
He's going to get rid of psychological warfare because, as we just showed, it's very difficult to get on Marines. So that is it for the Astra Militarum here on turn 1. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels on turn 1. All right, so I drew behind enemy lines, secure objective 2, and defend objective 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. These guys stood still. He shot up over to there, looking on them. They disembarked and moved up here. He moved up over here. These guys stood basically where they were. These guys all moved over here. They stood still. They moved up, and that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, my Grav squad is going to fire into his Chimera over here. The black dice in there are going to have the Signum, so they're going to be hitting on 3s. The greens are going to be hitting on 4s because they moved. So 3s and 4s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. Okay, that was a lot of hits. These are going to be wounding on 5s. Okay, that's where I make up for it with my rolls. Actually, not bad. Not bad. No, I'll take that. So it's that's 6 AP minus 3. So that's 6 AP minus 6 ups. Makes 1 over there. Yep. So it makes 1. So that's going to be 5 at D3 because he's got a 3-up save. So that's 3, 6. Wow. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, he did. Does he explode? No, he does not. All right, and that's the end result there. One of the Crusaders tripped and fell on his way out and killed himself. So yeah, so that is that. All right, now my Mortis Dreadnought here is going to fire into his Punisher Lehman Russ over there. So I've got 4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. I get to rerolls 1s and 2s because I don't get to reroll the 3 since that would have been a hit before the reroll because of Azrael there. So 4 shots hitting on 4s. All right, I don't get to reroll that 3, but I do get to reroll that 2. That is not a hit there. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. All right, rerolling 1s because of my lieutenant there. So that is 2 wounds. AP minus 3. Nope, both go through. D6 wounds each. 1. I'm going to spend a command point on this one. 5, 11 wounds. And he gets to see if he gets his command point. No, he does not get my command point. Good. All right, these 2 snipers here are going to fire into that Lehman Russ over there, the wounded one. So we got 2 shots hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on a 6. And that will induce a mortal wound. So looking for that 6. Fill phase. No fill phases. Womp womp. All right, so the heavy bolter from here is going to fire into his Lehman Russ over there. 3 shots hitting on 3s because he didn't move. All right, that's 3 hits. Strength 5, looking for 5s to wound. Oh, we got 2 wounds. Where were those 6s before? So 2, 4 ups. And he fails 1, so he is...
I'll take it.
He's going to die. So does he explode? No, he does not explode. My snipers here are going to fire into his Psyker over there. So we got 5 shots hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on toughness 3. 3, so wounding on 3s. We got 1 mortal wound, and we got so 2 saves and 1 mortal wound. So
2 saves, 6 ups.
6 ups. He makes 1 of them, so he's
One
still alive.
survived.
All right, now my land speeder is going to fire into his conscript squad over here. So we're going to go with the heavy flamer first. D6 hits. 6 hits. So strength 5, wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounds. 3 dead. Oh, they have 3 6-ups? No, nothing there. And then the assault cannon firing in there, hitting on 4s because he moved. Alrighty. Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. Okay, so that is 3 wounds, AP minus 1. Whoa, 1 is saved. These guys here are gonna fire into his conscript squad there. So the 3 guys with the melta there. 3 guys with bolters, 1 bolt pistol, and 1 melta gun. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because he's got Night Shroud on off them. Alrighty, pretty good. This is going to be wounding on a 2. These are going to be wounding on 3s. Alright, so we've got 4 5-up saves, and 1 is just going to be dead because it's AP -4. So 1 just dead, and then we've got 4 5-up saves, 1 save, so another 3 dead. Alright, now my lieutenant here is going to fire into that conscript squad. So looking for that. Those are 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. 2 5-ups. No, 2 dead. Okay. All right, my scout here is going to fire into the conscript squad. That is 1 hit, 1 wound, and a save. All right, so my Razorback here is going to fire his Storm Bolter into the conscripts and his Twin Assault Cannon into the Crusaders. So we're going to go with the Storm Bolter first. So it's 4 shots hitting on 4s because of them being -1 to hit because of Night Shroud. Alrighty, so that's 2 hits, wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound. 5-up save, he's good. And now the Twin Assault Cannon into his Crusaders there. 12 shots hitting on 4s because he moved. Oh, wow, really good. Strength 6, toughness 3, so choose to wound. All right, so that is going to be 11 wounds. Pretty good. So 11 wounds, 11 3-ups because they've got the 3-up invul save, right? So 11 3-ups. Fails 1, and he's going to spend his command point to reroll that. Wow, that is... Does he lose the point? He doesn't. Ugh, that is so painful. So painful. All right, so now Azrael's going to shoot his yeah, I may as well just shoot the plasma part into the guy, into his conscripts over there. I am not going to supercharge. Hitting on 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That is a wound. AP -3, so 1 is just dead. All right, and that is it for the Dark Angels' turn here. They lost 1 guy because of the Commissar over there with morale test. He gave insane bravery over there, rolled and kept 1 of those command dice, and then these guys didn't lose enough to die. So, yeah, brutal. I got secure objective 2 right over here, and then I started on hold objective 4. So that is it for the Dark Angels' turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Astra Militarum on turn 2. All right, so my opponent drew Area Denial and no prisoners, and he still has Kingslayer. So we will come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase. These guys all disembarked from the Chimera, who then moved up over here. His Psyker moved over this way. The tanks all stood still over there. These guys advanced up over this way. These guys used an act of faith and brought back their dude bro, and then moved up over this way. His priest moved up here. His Psyker moved back there in case he blows himself up. And this conscript squad moved up here, trailing back there so that the Commissar could just shoot that guy in the back of the head in case they need to run. So that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so he is going to start another psychic phase. This Astropath is going to put Night Shroud again onto his conscripts over here. Going off with a 6. And then this Astropath is going to cast Psychic Barrier onto his dude bros over here. Going off with a 9. All right, orders. His company commander gave his squad here, gave them first rank fire, second rank fire, and then Knight Commander Pass gave both of those guys pound them to dust. So we'll come back to you with shooting. All right, so now we're going to start off with this infantry squad are going to fire into my tactical squad over here. So 4 of the guys are in rapid fire range, so they got 4 shots each. These are theirs, hitting on 4s, right? Yep. All right, and there's a 2 and a 3 there. Oh, and then these are the other 2 guys. Oh, the other 4 guys. All right. And then there's a couple more and a 3 right there. All right, so that is pretty good between all those guys. These are now strength 3, so wounding on 5s. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3 wounds. 3 3-ups. And failed one.
Not
And now the plasma guard, not overcharging, but he is rapid fire, not hitting with anything. And bolt gun from the sergeant. No hit. Now his company commander is going to fire his bolt gun into them. That is a hit. That is not a wound. Now this Chimera, the Griffon, is going to start with the heavy flamer into them. So D6 hits. One hit.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
He's going to spend his command point on that. Still back to a 1. Does he get it back, his command point at least? No, so he loses that too. So that's 1 hit. Strength 5, looking for a 3 to wound. No wound there. Wow, brutal. Another twin heavy bolter hitting on 5s because he moved, right? We got 2 hits. That is 1 wound. AP -1, so 4 up. He's good. Woo! All right, Pask inside there is going to fire his main gun into these guys. He's going to fire his plasma guns into my scouts, and he can just see like through this window here to him with the last cannon. So we're going to do the last cannon first. This is hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. No wound there. Another plasma cannon is into my scouts. So that's going to be 2 shots. I forgot his D3. We're rolling 1s, so that's 2 hits.
It's gonna be overcharged.
2 hits.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. -3 becomes 5 ups. Make 1 of them. And now the main gun into these guys over here. That's 6 shots. His main gun has been unbelievable. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of Cadian. That's all hits.
It's gonna be overcharged.
Yep. Wounding on 2s. He's always overcharging his plasma, by the way, because on the tanks because he gets to re-roll the 1s anyway. So wounding on 2, so that is 6 wounds, AP -3, right?
Yep.
So we got 6 ups. Can I get 6 fill faces? Odds are no. I'm hoping yes. Show me them fill faces. I got 1, so they are all dead. Womp womp.
I've got.
All right, the executioner here is gonna fire his last cannon and the sponsons into my dude bro over here, and then he's gonna fire the main gun into my scout over here, and then the storm bolter is going to go into my scout over there.
Start with the little one.
These are the storm bolter. Rerolling 1, so that's 1 hit. No wound. All right, the plasma sponsons into my guy there, so that's going to be 5 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Nope. 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. 2 4-up invul saves because of Azrael there. And I'll make them both. Woo! And then the last cannon. No hit there. Now the main gun's going to go into these guys. So his first shot is 2. But pound into the dust, so he's going to re-roll it. Gets 3. Hey, it's something, right? Hitting on 4s. So that's re-rolling 1s, though, because of Cadians. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on, that's enough to wound. AP -3, so looking for 5 ups because of their camo cloaks. No, he didn't. All right, so now his other Lehman Russ is going to fire heavy bolter and storm bolter into him. He's going to fire the main gun into my speeder, and then he's going to fire the plasma sponsons into my dread over here. So which one's he going to do first?
Storm bolter.
Storm bolter.
Start with the little one.
No re-rolling 1s. So that's 1 hit.
4 up.
That is a wound. 3 up save. Nope, he did. And now the plasma sponsons into my dread. So that's going to be 2 4 shots. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling 1s because of... oh no, so he's going to take a mortal wound. But he's still got 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s. You got 1 wound. 1 4-up invul save. No, I'm going to spend my command point. Yeah, with a save. Woo! Now the main gun into my speeder over here. So first shot is going to have 4 shots.
Keep that.
He's going to keep that. Hitting on 4, so that's 3 hits. Rerolling 1s. And these are going to be strength 8, so wounding on 3s. So that is 1 wound. AP -2, so looking for a 5 up. He's good with a fill face. And the second shot because of grinded advance. 3 shots. He's going to re-roll that because of his thing. Oh, down to a 1. So 1 shot hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounded on a 3. That is a wound. 5 up. Oh, he's good. Priest is going to fire the autogun into my my dude bros over here. So hitting on 2 hits. Hitting on 4s. That is no wounds. All right, now the Conscript Squad is going to fire into my scouts over here. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. All right, we'll come back to you with rerolling one. Nope. And then you get to reroll. Oh, no.
No, I don't.
They don't get to reroll ones. All right, we'll come back to you with this. All right, so these are all the hits. Looking for 5s to wound.
3.
We got 3 wounds. 3 2-up saves because of camo cloaks. And I'll make them all. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. His Crusaders are going to charge into my Grav squad and also into my my snipers over here. So we're going to go with Overwatch from the Grav guys. These are just the Grav cannons. We'll also throw, well, I'll throw the one black to be the pistol from the Sergeant. So these are going to be hitting on 6s. All right, I got 2 and a bolt pistol shot. So, wounding on strength 5, so wounding on 3s. 3s and 3s and 3s because of that. So, wounding on 3s. All right, so we got 2 wounds. He's got the, what's it called? Psychic barrier on there, so their shields are now 2 pluses. Still failed one of them.
Reroll that.
No, he's going to spend a command point to reroll that.
Oh, I'm going to regret that.
No, he's not. Okay.
I might need it for the charge.
All right, so he's not going to do that.
I will take a casualty.
So he's going to take a casualty. And then I've got 5 shots from the snipers hitting on 6s. No, nothing there. So his charge distance
Yes,
is 7. So he's going to spend his command point to re-roll that for the distance. 4, so 10 inches. I think that gets you into both of them. So we'll move them in and we'll come back to you with that. All right, so now he's going to activate his Crusaders here first. That's it. That's all for the charges. So he's going to have one guy right into these guys over here, and then he's going to have the rest are going to go into my dev squad. So
And then within 6 of the priests.
within 6 of the the squad's within 6 of the priests. So 3 attacks from that one guy hitting on 3s. So that's 3 hits. Strength 3, so wounding on 5s. No wound. And now he's going to have 18 attacks going into my Marines over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s.
Zealot.
All right, with Zealot, so re-rolling failed hits. All right, pretty good. These are going to be wounding on 5s. So what do we have there? So 6 wounds, AP 6, AP minus 3. So these are going to be 6 ups. Showing them Phil faces. Making one of them still 5 is enough to kill off that squad. And now my scouts get to attack into them. 6 attacks because the sergeant gets 2 base, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds and 2 saves. And then he consolidated into my Razorback, so it's going to attack back. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound. And that is a save. All right, so my opponent got area denial and no prisoners. He rolled, killed 3, but he rolled and got 1 for that. And then he rolled on area denial. He actually got 1, but then he spent a command point to re-roll it because we couldn't. It seemed right to us. And he rolled it into a 3, which is awesome. So he got 4 points for that, and I got defend objective 4 over here. So that's 2 points for me. I'll take that. So we'll come back to you after with the card. There's no morale test to be taken. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn by the by the Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, so I drew secure objective 6, defend objective 6, and secure objective 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, movement phase here for the Dark Angels. These guys fell back. He fell back up to the front there. He moved up over there, so he's closest to his commissar. And then he stood still. These guys advanced over here, and that's it. That's all I got left here. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, my Mortis Pattern Dreadnought here is going to fire into my Lehman Russ. His Lehman Russ over there. So we got 4 shots hitting on 3s because he didn't move. All right, that's 4 hits. There we go. I'll take that. Wounding on 3s. It's cocked. Rerolling once because of the lieutenant there. It doesn't make a difference twice. That's 2 wounds. Makes 1 of them. D6 wounds. 3 wounds. All right, so my heavy bolter is going to fire into the Crusaders over here. That's 3 hits. Wow. Okay, that is 1 wound. And he's good. And then the sergeant's going to fire the pistol into the conscripts. That is not a hit. And now my land speeder is going to fire everything into his commissar. So we're going to go with the, he spent the a command point on take cover. He didn't get it back. Good. So now here comes the heavy flamer with D6 hits. 5 hits. I will take that. Strength 5, wounding on 3s. So we've got 4 wounds. AP -1, +1 because of cover, and +1 because of take cover.
3 up.
So 3 ups.
No!
And he failed 3 of them. All right, he's going to command reroll one of those. And he's good with that one. So he just takes... Does he lose that?
Yep.
He does. So he's down another command point, but he only took 2 wounds there. And now the assault cannon is going to fire in there, hitting on 4s. Whoop. All right, that stayed on there. Because he moved and it's heavy. So 4 hits, wounding on 2s. That is 4 wounds. AP -1, +2 because of take cover.
Come on!
And he failed 2 of them, so he is going to be dead. All right, so now he's got a free reroll, which is not the command point reroll because of his warlord trait that he's just been using to get back command points, which is good enough as it is, but he gets 1 free reroll, so here comes his reroll on that.
And he lives.
He lives, all right. So, so he's down to 1 wound, and he's still alive because of that reroll. Pretty good. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here. So I'm going to get rid of Secure Objective 1. The other 2 I still have not achieved yet. So we will come back to you with the cards drawn for the Astra Militarum here on turn 3. All right, so my opponent drew Blood and Guts and Overwhelming Firepower. So he's trying to kill things in every phase. And he still has Kingslayer. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Astra Militarum here on turn 3.
So at the end of the
movement phase for the Astra Militarum here. His Crusaders have moved up over here. His Priest advanced up here, and so did his Astropath. These guys have shuffled back over there, looking at the guy that was just scorching their commissar. These guys have moved up over this way. His Chimera just drove up here, right? Didn't advance, right? Just moved up over this way. These guys just kind of shuffled around over there. Pask moved out over here, and he got healed back by the, right? Yeah, so he's healed back 1 wound, or 1 wound, so he's back up to 9 over there. And that is it for the movement phase, so we will come back to you with the psychic phase. His Astropath is going to cast Night Shroud onto the conscripts here. Does not go off. And now this Astropath is going to try to cast Psychic Barrier onto his Crusaders, and that does go off with an 8. All right, for orders, he gave both of them from past. He gave them the pound them to dust. So we will come back to you with more shooting. All right, the Chimera is going to fire into my Primaris Lieutenant. So heavy flamer, D6 hits, 6 hits, pretty brutal. These are now going to be wounding on 3s, so that's all wounds, 6 wounds. AP -1, so looking for 4 ups. And,
Oh, man.
And even if he was fully fresh, he'd be dead, so bwah, bwah. So now his battle tank there is going to fire his main gun and storm bolter right into my Razorback, and then he's going to fire his sponsons, which are the plasma, and the heavy bolter into my speeder. So what are we going to start with first?
We'll start with the heavy bolter.
The heavy bolter into the speeder first, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of Cadians, staying still, wounding on those are 2 wounds. AP -1, but he's got the cover there because he's 50% obscured. So looking for 3 ups. And I failed 1 of them. Plasma cannons. These are hitting, those are 3, 4, 5 shots. Hitting on 4s.
Oh my God.
That is all hits. Pretty brutal. Wounded on 3s. We've got all but 2 of them, so that's 3 wounds. AP -3, +1, so looking for 5 ups. Failed them all, so he is dead. Does he explode? He does not. So now the which one are we gonna do now? The storm bolter into him.
I will start with the little.
There we go. 1 hit.
Nothing.
No wounds, and then we've got the battle cannon. He's gonna pound the dust. Reroll that. 6. Wow, that is real good. That is going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. We've got 3 wounds. -3 -2, so looking for 5 up. Is he? Hold on a second. All right, so he is 50% obscured and on terrain over there, so he's going to get the cover bonus. So AP -2, +1 because of cover, so looking for 4 ups. Oh, what? No, Oh, okay. D3 wounds. Oh,
Wow.
oh no.
So that's
6.
8.
8 wounds. Oh, that's brutal. And now round 2. Damn.
Now to finish it off.
3. He's gonna pound into dust to 5 hits. Hitting on, or shots, I'm sorry. Hitting on 4s. All right. Ooh, 1 hit. This might do it.
1 wound.
That's a wound. 4 up. Yeah, with a Filfers. Woo! So now the conscripts are gonna fire into my my Razorback over here. So this is the first round of shots, hitting on 5s. Okay, we got a couple in there, and then there's 1 more back, or 2 more over there.
All right, and then
All right.
3 more guys.
And he's got 3 more guys that need to shoot. All right, 2 more hits. Wow, that was pretty good. Yeah, those were the good guys apparently. These are now wounding on 1 wound.
Wounding on 6s.
Looking for 3 up. Yeah, he's good. And now the other conscript squad is going to fire into him. 1 guy can't see him, but everyone else can, and they're all within rapid fire range. So we're going to have 24 shots coming in here. So we've got the first set here of 12 hitting on 5s. All right, and then 1 over there. All right, and then just do the wounds on those ones. So looking for 6s, because then we just roll this out. No wounds there. So now we've got the other 12 shots. All right, hitting on 5s. And then there's 3 more over there. Wow, pretty good shooting on these ones. And 2 wounds there.
Come on.
2 3 ups. Are you serious? Are you serious?
He just died.
Who does that? I died to conscripts. Oh, does he explode? No, you can't even do that. You can't even give me that one. Ugh.
I'll fire 1 last.
And
cannon.
now Pask is gonna fire his last cannon at him and everything else into Azrael. So we're gonna go with the last cannon. Hitting on a 2, that's a hit.
No.
Oh no, because he moved, so that's a miss. So now we've got plasma spawns. These are gonna be supercharged. So he's got 6 shots from the sponsons. Hitting on 3s because he moved, right?
Mortal.
Got 1 mortal wound because of that. 2 mortal wounds because that 2 is a -1 for moving. So he takes 2 mortal wounds. And now he's got 4 hits though. Oh no, yes, 4 hits. These are going to be wounding on 2s because he's strength 8. All right, so that is 4 wounds. 4 up invul saves. I need to make like a bunch of these. Oh man, I only make 2 of them. So here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a command point on one of those. Nope. Okay. And he doesn't get it at least. At least I've got that. So that's 2 that went through. That's 2 wounds each, so he can be dead. I need to see at least 1 fill face here, or he's dead. Fill faces for the warlord trait. Yeah, with the 1 fill face, so he's alive. Woo! Oh, and here comes the main gun. All right, D6 shots from the main gun. That is 5 shots from the main gun here. All right, hitting on 2s because of grinding advance. That's all hits. Wounding on 2s, so that is 3 wounds. 3 4-ups invul saves. Failed them all. Those are 2 wounds each, right? So that's 6 wounds. I need to make 6 fill faces, or he's dead. Can I do it? I'd say no. My heart also kind of says no. My brain also really says no. Let me see 6 fill faces. No. I made 1. So he is dead, and that is Slay the Warlord. And now his Punisher is going to fire everything into the Dread. Oh, Executioner, sorry. Is going to hit. So we've got, what are we going to go first?
Cannons.
Plasma cannons. So we've got 1, 3 shots are coming in here. Rerolling 1s because he stood still. No, takes a mortal wound. So we've got 2 hits. No, 1 hit. That is not a wound. Last cannon is not a hit, but rerolling 1s because of that is now a hit. Wounded on a 3. No wound. Main gun, 6 shots. You want to reroll that? You can with the order. Oh, okay. So rerolling 1s because of Cadian.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. So we've got 3 wounds.
-3.
3 -3. So this is going to be 6 ups. So show me them fill faces. No, don't see any of them. So he is also dead. Blowing up doesn't make a difference because there's no one around him. So, bwomp, bwomp. Commissar is going to fire his bolt gun into this squad over here. That is a hit. That is not a wound, though. All right, that is it for the shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. His Crusaders are going to charge into my sniper scouts over here. So Overwatch. Hey, I got 2 hits. There we go. I'll take that. Wounding on 3s. I got 2 wounds. No mortals, though, so 2 2-ups. Oh, one of them is dead. Oh, he's going to spend his command point to reroll that? Oh, nope, he's good now. But does he get it back? He doesn't. All right, I'll take that. And now his charge distance is totally in. All right, so here we go. These guys here are now going to start us off in the fight phase. So we've got 7 guys over there. This is 6 of them, because they've got 3 attacks each because of the priest being there, hitting on 3s. So that is real good. All right, then you want to reroll 3 of those because of, oh, that was...
Zealot.
Oh, because of Zealot getting to reroll. All right, now this is the last guy. And those are all hits, so that is real brutal. These are now wounding on 5s at AP -3, right? So exactly 5, and that is enough to kill that unit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is yeah, where we're gonna call this game, because I've got 2 Marines left right here. Yeah, that was brutal. So I guess it goes to show you these Cadians are nothing to mess with. Those were really brutal, awesome there. So, and he did, yeah, he got Kingslayer D3. He got overwhelming firepower with D3, and then he also got blood and guts with just the 1 point because he only killed the 1. So, yeah, Cadians are brutal. That was awesome. That was so cool to see what they're capable of doing. And going first, they're blowing up. I mean, him blowing up in my face didn't help. But, you know, that's how it goes. Yeah, really brutal. Cadians are awesome. I really am excited to see Guard do as well as they're doing in this edition, because they kind of got pooped on in the last couple editions. So it's nice to see them doing well, and I think that they're going to be really, really powerful going forward. And, you know, I'm excited to see what I get in my codex. So, awesome times. That was a really great time. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent has been Eric. And until next time, have fun.